Zach goes, check out that chick. I was like, which one? Because I could see he was pointing to in the direction of where my mum was. So I was looking at all the other girls around my mum. He's like, nah, the blonde one. I'm like, the blonde one. You mean my mum? And he's like, nah. I'm like, yeah, mum. And she's like, hey. And he's like, ah, fuck. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's midnight, and you should be asleep. You've got a lot of things to do. Did you know that sleep is just as important as food and also just as important as working out? A lot of people don't know that if you work out a lot and you eat real good so that you get in shape, so that you look hot on Instagram, because let's face it, that's the number one goal here. You get so much tang if you're hot on Instagram. I don't even know what that would be like because I never really had abs. I mean, I had abs a couple of times when I was torturing myself for a fight, but just casual abs, never been that guy. My mum and my dad fucked me on that one. They don't have, I mean, it's not personal.
Your mother had lovely woman, terrible abs.
Yeah, she was hot. I mean, she's still hot. She's still hot, right, Katie?
She's hot.
Yeah, that's weird, but.
At her wedding, she was hot mom.
Yeah. When I was younger, I would go to pubs with my mum and sometimes get in fights with guys that were trying to hit on my mum.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know that I was her son.
That happened to me in Hollywood like a couple years ago.
Was it at the Saddle Ranch?
Why were you drinking with Jason's mom?
Hey.
It was at the Powerhouse, like right in Hollywood.
My mom loves the Powerhouse.
I went up to go.
Wow,
like
Chase, I'm at the Powerhouse. Come over.
So that's why they call your mom the Powerhouse.
Oh man!
All right. Let's. I know I'm a free flowing guy, but fucking easy. Go ahead, Kevin.
I went to go take a piss, and I come back to the table, and some fucking like mid-20s goober slid into the bench and was trying to like hook up with my mom.
Yeah.
And I clowned his ass to the point where he had to get up and leave.
What'd you say?
He started like when I came back, he was using lines on my mom, like, I'm an actor.
Wow.
So I sit down, and that was like the thing I heard once I got back to the table, and I don't think he was expecting her son, who was older than him, to sit down.
Ew.
And I was like, "Oh, you're an actor, huh? Cool. What you been in? Let's compare credits."
Here we go. Oh, you wanted to compete?
Yeah.
Because you're an actor.
No, but I could have dropped some shit.
Oh, I would love to hear your shit.
Like, I've worked on the Howard Stern show. I've been on Howard Stern. You ever been on Howard Stern?
That was pretty big.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, I co-host a show on Sirius XM. What is like? I was an extra once in, and he just got up and walked away.
You got it. You did not. Boom.
I am DB's nuts.
You just got fucking destroyed. Son.
You better have a very long IMDb if you're trying to fuck my mom.
There's no chance he's fucking your mom tonight.
Nope.
You ended that.
Yeah.
One time a skateboard friend of mine said, look at how hot that chick is over there. And it was my mom.
Oh, no.
But it was a long time. I was 16 and Simon Sack Reynolds, my man. Sack. We were on the top of the ramp. Sack goes, check out that chick. I was like, which one? Because I could see he was pointing to in the direction of where my mum was. So I was looking at all the other girls around my mum. He's like, nah, the blonde one. I'm like, the blonde one. You mean my mum? And he's like, nah. I'm like, yeah, mum. And she's like, hey. And he's like, fuck. But he still wanted to go her. But that's, That's respect. If my mom wanted to fuck Zach, I'd be okay with it.
What's worse,
So
if your
pussy.
friend was like, "Who's that disgusting fucking pig slob over there?" And like, "Oh, that's my
Yeah.
mom."
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Or like, "Oh, wow,
Wow.
who's that fucking babe that I want to plow over there?" "Oh, that's my mom."
He didn't say, who's that bitch? I want to fuck her. He did say, look how hot that girl is. So I felt it was I told my mum, and my mum was flattered.
Yeah.
My mum's a bogan, so he's a tattooed guy.
Yeah.
And he was way older than me. It wasn't that crazy. I feel like my mum was probably 10 years older than him.
That's right. That's what I was going to say. If you're young in your career and your mom was 15, 16 when you were born, then she's still on paper in the game.
Right.
It's like when
And
supposedly
she lived with friends. Sorry, Michael, but she had friends that were with her. That one of them, she lived with one of them, and she was like a waitress at a strip club or something. She was smoking,
right.
so it didn't look that weird.
It's like when LeBron James's teammate allegedly had sex with LeBron James' mom.
Oh yeah. It's
LeBron
not that
was
crazy.
LeBron was only like 20 and his mom was for sure younger than 40.
I allegedly might have got like photos of her nude because I lived with her and I just saw them.
LeBron's mom?
Yeah. I didn't fuck her, but I just saw
Yeah.
her pussy.
After a long night at the Powerhouse.
Yeah. My mum and LeBron's mum, 2 peas in a pod. A lot of people don't know that. I went skateboarding, he went basketball.
Yeah.
They knew.
I think it's his Australian roots that have kept him humble all these
A lot of
years.
people don't know that LeBron James is actually Australian. And he grew up at me house with me and me mums. And they were both whores. It's weird how you can be a whore just because you sleep with a couple of people in your life. And the dude thing, how I guess you kind of are. I don't know. Do you see me as a whore?
No.
Do you think Katie's a whore?
No.
That was a dangerous question.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how I would answer it if I was going to give an uncomfortable answer. I'm trying to really think where do I draw the line? I guess the issue is really is everybody who's involved in everything on the same page? When
Yeah.
certain people might be, leading people on,
Right.
that's being a player. That's playing people.
I have one from my first comedy hoe ever. I shouldn't say hoe, but some lady that was really cute was trying to hit on me and asked me to do shots with her. And then she said, I want you to come to the saddle ranch with me.
No.
And I had to, I told her I was 50. And then I also told her because it's Tiger's birthday that day. So I was like, I have 2 teenage-year-old children. Still want to go to the
Want to go ride a mechanical bull?
Yeah, just so everybody knows, the Saddle Ranch is for tourists. Tourists come and they get wasted and they go to Sunset and they hang out at the Saddle Ranch and they sleep with dudes with bandanas and keychains and shit. Which is cool if
Yeah.
you're in that pocket, but I'm not.
It's like where guys who look like they maybe used to be in Papa Roach can still get laid.
Yeah, he's probably
Oh,
there getting blown in
man.
the bathroom.
Devastating.
She was really hot too, but I was like, "You're drunk. You're about 25. I'm not even close to being interested, but it is flattering."
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that's a slutty move
No.
because a slut would just bang her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
bets
don't
are
like
off
young people,
when you get older.
like naked,
Mm.
It's just even 25 makes sense because I feel like 21 was about my pocket for a while,
yeah.
and now 25 is like, ew.
Yeah. Where did that change? Like at
When
what
I
age?
probably want to turn 50
Yeah. That's fair.
because it's less. I'm surprised how little she was really hot. I was surprised how little interest I had in it. I just remember leaving the club and going, she didn't know me from any skateboard, any podcasting. She just thought he's funny and I want to blow him at the Saddle Ranch. That's what I think. That's what I think it seemed like. Who
Yeah,
fucking-
she just wants to plop you up on that mechanical bull and suck your dick while it's going.
You got to be a tourist to get on that bull, right?
I
Like
would
if you're a
im-
local, do you get on that thing?
Yeah, if you're drunk and you got dared.
Have you
you're
been on
doing
it?
I haven't, but if I was drunk and I got dared, I probably would.
So doesn't that place go through little rotations? Because I've only known it to be the place that kind of cool people used to go to, but then I thought I heard that the Logan Pauls of the world were making hanging out on the patio of the Saddle Ranch cool again like 3 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what I don't know where the hell I would have.
Oh, go to the youth.
That's a weird thing for me to make up, so I don't
No,
know.
I heard that too.
Right, maybe Dingo told us that or something. So maybe those guys get drunk enough that one of them actually does it.
Well, it's a Tang festivity. Right, Katie?
Oh, yeah.
I met a girl there my first night in town. It's good for that.
Why do you know so much about the Saddle Ranch, Katie?
Because I've lived in LA for a really long time and I've been there.
And what'd you do there?
I didn't get on the fucking
What,
bull.
8 seconds, 10 seconds?
I did not get on the bull.
No? Okay.
No, my spine is too delicate for that stupid shit.
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting you broke your back.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's tempting when you get drunk enough, though, and you see the bull right there. And you're like, I bet I could stay on there.
If you're drunk, it's definitely tempting.
Yeah.
It's always like drunk ladies with big floppy nougatos.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
It's always like, it's never fake boobs that just stay in place and don't move. It's always the super, super liquidy, flowy ones that are just like boop, bloop, 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 bloop.
Like a couple of those windsock things outside of an oil change place.
Yes, precisely.
I always feel like it's a lot. The driver of the bull has a lot to do with it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like he could be a dick or he could, you know what I mean, just get her to sway a little bit.
Yeah, when it's girls on there, they try to make them work the hips.
Right.
And then when it's guys, he just tries to pitch them off.
We're so
Yeah.
gross.
Just
Which is fair.
flicks the thing and sends a guy flying.
Right.
I have a
Get out
car
of here.
question for all of us.
Oh, I'm good at those.
It's very serious.
Let me put my grease monkey hat on. Okay,
Get
go ahead.
serious. Okay. Looking for some additional car advice from the experts at the Jason Ellis Show. When I key on the car before it starts, I hear a significant rattle coming from the inside of the gas tank. After about 4 or 5 seconds, it goes away. Happens every time. Is my car going to blow up? Thanks, Ryan in Hawaii. So he hears
Yeah.
a rattle.
And he knows it's coming from the gas tank.
Yeah.
It is going to explode.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll say yes to that.
Oh. Watch out, Ryan.
Right off the bat.
I mean,
Yes.
given enough time, I guess every car will eventually.
Wait, every car eventually explodes.
No, would eventually. If you just kept
Would it?
driving and driving and driving the thing,
It would
eventually-
explode.
I,
Can it not just conk
die?
out? Yeah.
I guess that's possible.
Explode. When you say explode,
Yeah.
a significant explosion?
I don't picture
Anyone getting hurt?
I don't picture it depends on whether or not anybody's in it. I don't picture
How would it?
Any
How'd you turn it on
explosion?
without getting in it?
Yeah, that's true. I don't yeah. You know, I guess at
You
least
back?
one person would be in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't picture any explosion involving gasoline being small.
Wait. It's going to trigger the gas tank to explode.
If a car explodes,
Eventually.
it's going to get to the yeah.
But eventually, if you
Right.
turn a car on enough,
Yeah.
it will trigger the gas tank to explode.
No, I'm saying if you just keep a car on the road for an infinite amount of time,
Yeah.
sooner or later something could happen.
Explode is what
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm coming at you for explosions.
Right.
I'm
No, I
saying
understand most cars don't explode.
Every car
I
doesn't
say we
explode.
usually take them off the road before we let them get to the zone where they're probably going to explode at some point.
Do you think that
Uh-huh.
from time to time cars have exploded like they do in the movies
If a car catches
without the mafia putting a bomb in it?
No, I think a car fire could make that happen.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, well, that's good to know.
And I don't think when a gas tank explodes that it explodes the car.
Oh, well, that's great to know.
I think that's a movie.
That's
I don't
good,
you know
'cause
how
I'm
they
always
put the
worried about
cocktail,
that.
they put the rag in and they light it and make your car explode?
Yeah.
I don't know if that explodes. Because I've
We
had
should try
jerry.
it.
Well, I had jerry cans catch on fire when I was pouring gas into a fire.
It's a jerry can.
A metal canteen for gasoline.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Are those the ones that are full of fairy floss?
It's full of gasoline.
Yeah. I got a plastic one of those. Gotcha.
Yeah. But
And I've
metal
had
one.
it for years because it has a tiny little bit of gas in it, and I'm afraid to throw it away.
Right. Even that one, because I've
So
seen
it's
that.
just, it's just in my garage.
I've seen the plastic ones when the fire goes down that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't explode. Or maybe it
Really?
did explode. It just comes shooting out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
I thought gasoline was very explodey.
Well, a metal tank is similar to a car. I believe a metal gas tank a car's gas tank is also made of metal.
Agreed.
So when the fire went into this jerry can, it just went and rocketed out the front of it. It
Okay,
didn't explode.
As long as we're talking about potential movie physics and cars exploding,
Yes.
when you drive a car off a cliff, will it always explode?
No. Yeah, nah. Yeah, sorry, being Australian. But no. No, it won't.
I understand now.
When I do nah,
Yeah.
I know.
I can do the quick translation.
I catch it every time I do it and go, what the fuck? Oh,
It's like-
nah.
It's like when a Spanish guy says "sí." It takes me a second, but I catch up.
He always says CC. Why does he have to say it twice?
They're very excited about being yes.
Fair
about
enough.
saying yes.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to do stuff.
Hello, friends. We here at the Jay Snell Show love Athletic Greens.
And this is how we always talk.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, is this how you talk when we get off the microphone? Do you order food like that?
Of course.
Hello, waiter.
Hello, friend. Shawarma, please.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everybody wants to get their vitamins.
Do
Everybody
they?
wants to get their minerals. Of course.
They should.
Sometimes I want to fight vitamins.
It's not always easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to eat a lot of gross crap.
Oh,
that's
yeah?
not all that tasty just
Oh.
to get all those vitamins. Why not take a shortcut?
Yeah, I'd
and try
rather.
AG1.
Oh, that's the shortcut.
That is, Jason. One tasty scoop of AG1 contains 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients, including a multivitamin, multi-mineral, probiotic, green superfood blend, and more in one convenient daily serving. Pretty tasty, too, if I do say so. The special blend of high-quality, bioavailable ingredients in a scoop of AG1 work together to fill the nutritional gaps in your diet, support energy and focus, aid with gut health and digestion. Kevin, you could use that. And support a healthy immune system, effectively replacing multiple products or pills with one healthy, delicious drink. To make it easy for you, Athletic Greens is going to give you an immune supporting free 1 year supply of vitamin D
Love the
and
D.
5 free travel packs with your first purchase if you visit athleticgreens.com/JES today. Make sure you get that
The
bit on the end
initials
right.
of the show.
That's right. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Again, simply visit athleticgreens.com/JES to take control of your health and give AG1 a try.
Are you looking to take control of your health? Well, one way to do that is to check GoodRx and finally stop overpaying for your prescription medications.
Yeah,
Why-
you might think
Why are you yelling at everybody?
he's pretty
It's-
fired up.
I mean, if
about
you want to get
prescription
cheaper
medication.
prescriptions, I don't feel like you're in trouble for wanting that. Just
It's
so
that-
everybody knows, it's just a friendly way to go check out discount prices for getting your prescriptions.
Yeah, you know who isn't friendly though? Your local pharmacist.
Right. Oh, that's
That
who you were
guy or
yelling
lady.
at. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
They've been lying to you
Right.
for years. We know this. You get a prescription, you go pay for it. You just give them the money. We have no say in this. That's what we think, but we are wrong.
Right.
You could be getting ripped the heck off at your corner pharmacy. I don't
now
care.
I'm pissed.
You should be. GoodRx could save you up to 80% on your prescription drug costs.
That's a lot, Michael.
That is.
For a simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Ellis. That's goodrx.com/Ellis. goodrx.com/Ellis. GoodRx is not insurance, but it can be used instead of insurance. In 2021, GoodRx users saved an average of 79% on their retail prescription prices. Yeah.
I like it when cars don't go off a cliff and they don't even collide with anything. They just explode midair.
Yeah, that's
Now, you've seen that?
In
In
the
a
80s.
movie?
Yeah.
but that's
big in
because
the
there's
80s.
there's a bomb in it.
No, sometimes it's just like there's like a car chase on Mulholland Drive and
Yeah.
they like sideswipe and knock the car and it goes through the guardrail and as it's sailing through the air, just explodes.
Yeah. Yeah, well then,
Yeah, that I don't think is real.
nah.
I'm calling
Hmm.
bullshit on that.
Anybody want to DM me and show me, the gas tank on fire and the car exploding? We could Google that. We could probably answer that right now.
Yeah, I
we
think
should answer that.
We should answer that.
Yeah.
So to answer our Hawaiian friends,
Yeah, the rattling of the tank.
yeah, he's got to buy premium gasoline. He's buying the cheap stuff.
That's your problem, Ryan. You don't
Yeah.
have premium.
That's right.
I remember
You need
you
a tiger-
turn it and
you
it
need a
goes.
tiger in your
It's like a. It means this is what I think. I think that your ignition, The keys in the ignition, fucking hot and fresh and shit. That thing is getting worn out, and it's sooner or later that'll. What's it called? Fucker.
It's not turning over.
It won't turn over. It's slowing down, and you need to get a new one of the
Alternator.
You might need a new alternator. Fuck, that could be it. You could have said it right. I think Ryan, your alternator's wearing out.
But he specifically said that the noise was in his gas tank. Because otherwise, to me, this is alternators.
But it's not in his gas tank. It's like
I don't
rocking
think so
the
either.
gas tank when it tries to start.
Right.
And that's probably the alternator, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably looking at a new alternator. How much you reckon that'll set you back, Michael?
I think you'll be all right. I think
Don't do it.
It's hard to get parts out there off the mainland, so you're going to pay through the nose. And we all know inflation. Don't get me started. Biden did this.
They don't even have alternators in Hawaii.
I think you're looking at $650.
Nice. Well worth it. You don't want to blow up.
Oh, which is your inevitable fate.
That is next. Because eventually they all explode. I don't know if you knew that. Got it?
I don't know. There's a lot of words in here. Can someone really burn my car by sticking a burning cloth to my gasoline receiver?
That's a really stupid way to say it.
And this is a really stupid way to answer. Depends if the car has an evap system and a fuel restrictor plate with a flap in the filler tube. It is highly unlikely that a burning cloth would ignite the gasoline in the tank.
It kind of sounds like it's one of those things like when guys go into a space station in space, or when they go into
station, you mean?
A submarine in the water, where they have to go in. There's the middle room that you go in, so you get away from the space.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can open the other door, and you can go into the not space, or you get out of the water and then you walk into the air, not water. It sounds like some modern engines have a space that keep like the gasoline rooms separate from the fire room.
You're a bullshit artist.
Then somebody asked, can a car gas tank explode?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah.
There you go. And
the answer to that says, unlike the propane tank, vehicle gas tanks are not pressure vessels, which means that their sealing is not tight enough for extreme pressure to build.
It shoots out the hole, doesn't it?
And to cause a burst. Interestingly, vehicle gas tanks are designed to vent their pressure. In any case, the liquid inside the tank boils but does not explode.
Thank you.
I feel like
right.
I've heard stories about burning cars on the side of the freeway, and a Good Samaritan pulls over and they bust the glass and cut the seatbelt and drag the person out seconds before the car explodes.
Man, I'm looking at a lot of pictures. I'm looking at a lot of pictures of different cars exploding. Is all I'm saying.
What about it doesn't explode? If a car's on fire and you're in it, you're dead. And when the gasoline ignites, it does engulf the car in flames, but it doesn't.
It's not going to pop.
Explode it doesn't explode and become half a car. That's what I think.
You might be right.
I think it's exploding.
Isn't that crazy that all this time, all the exploding movie cars is all bullshit? Unfucking.
Hey, I call bullshit on that.
Does a car on fire always end up exploding? Actually, almost never. When there's a true explosion during a car fire, it's usually a tank of compressed gas such as nitro or propane, like in a camper or a propane-powered vehicle.
Yeah, ho!
Sometimes the gas tank will rupture and gasoline will ignite. That gives a pretty good fireball, but isn't really an explosion. I tend to count fireballs.
Yeah, kind of.
As explosions.
Well, that's where we agree to disagree.
The gas tank won't explode like a propane tank because it is designed to rupture before dangerous pressure builds up inside.
Okay, here's another movie physics thing. They like to do the anytime there's a car chase or a car flips and it's upside down, they seem to explode a lot. Upside down cars.
Yeah.
I'm Googling that.
What? It's not. It doesn't.
Why would upside down cars explode?
They don't.
I don't know.
Because it's in a movie.
Because it breaks the sunroof?
It doesn't explode. I've rolled a car and been upside down. I've hit cars. I've been on fire in a car. Fuck. I mean, it's a race car, but everyone's got to get out. You got to get out quick, but I've never seen it fucking explode. I have seen it being in golf though, like but that's like a different race cars. The gas tank's out, and there's shit all over it.
I would assume there's a lot of differences.
Okay, so somebody did ask, do upside down cars explode?
Yeah, you two should hang out.
I know. And it says leaking gasoline from flipped cars is flammable but rarely explosive. You have to spray the gasoline in a fine mist or evaporate it rapidly to be able to explode it with a flame.
See? I remember this. How's this one? My wife, Katie, who has been in a car accident where she broke her back. Serious shit. Really fucked with her. Fair enough. Goes for a ride in a side-by-side for a commercial. We were paid to be there as stunt drivers and models. And there was a giant fire pit they made, and they had a bunch of actors pretending to be cool around a fire while I did a donut around the fire. And I'd done several things that day where everything worked. So Katie was trusting me to be in the passenger seat just while I did donuts around this fire pit. So it's sand, and the more I do donuts, the more there's like ruts that I'm making with the tires. And it caught a rut and tipped over, and I wasn't able to counter it quick enough. So we're on our roof upside down, and I say to Katie, "You okay? You good?" Because I don't want her to panic. And she's like, "Yep, I'm fine." And I can tell she's fine. It wasn't a hard roll. It was like a slow one. And then right when she says she's okay, I look to her side, and the gas tank is leaking, and I see gas roll down the frame to the ground, and I see it hit the ground, and then I look, and the fire pit is like 10 feet away from that, and I was like, "She's gonna blow. Let's get out." No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I did not.
Fire in the hole.
Instead of that, Michael, I just said, "Hey guys, like, let's get this thing back over real quick, okay?" And didn't tell her that, because I don't think it was gonna happen. I didn't. That wouldn't have helped to tell her that, "Hey, just so you know, there's gas leaking on your side, and we're about to go up in flames." And we didn't. So whatever.
You're living proof.
I mean, we did turn it over and get it away from the fire, but yeah, it doesn't blow.
Somebody on this website also asked, would a jerry can explode if shot? I can't believe I've heard that term for the first time twice today.
Well, shot. I feel like I've had to have shot a jerry can too. I don't think I did. So I can't tell you. I know that a metal jerry can full of gasoline, when it catches on fire, because I saw my dad poured it into a fire once, and when he poured it, it went up into the gas tank, and he put it down on the ground and ran off. And we all ran back because we thought it was going to blow up.
Yeah.
But instead, it just rocketed fuel out the nozzle. You know what? If it had gone on and he shut the lid,
yeah,
then maybe.
Well, this website says it has already been proven that when shot by a normal bullet, a gasoline tank will not explode. However, if a gasoline tank is shot by a tracer round from a great enough distance so that the round can ignite with air friction, it will cause the gasoline to catch fire.
So all those times that guys in movies shot a gas tank on purpose to blow it up, they must all had tracer bullets.
Yep.
No.
That's what I figure.
It's a fucking lie. It's all a lie.
Well, I'm glad we were able to help our Hawaiian friend.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Oh,
now.
yeah, no. He just
we really got to the bottom of whatever the hell it was that he asked.
Yeah, it sounds like he has marbles in his gas tank and a pine cone in his intake valve.
Yeah, I think the Howleys were fucking with him.
We have MMA news, right?
We sure do, yeah.
Octagon, Las Vegas. Full contact, Joe Rogan. We try hit is all over. Fist punching,
North-South pumping.
body slam, Brazil. Rear naked, fully shirtless, ground and pound. On board. No holds barred. Blow by blow. In your face. On your face. MMA news.
Yeah.
UFC legend Kane Velasquez.
Yeah.
Is
Caballero. That's some Spanish for you
was
guys.
apprehended, and TMZ Sports has confirmed the 39-year-old has been arrested and booked on an attempted murder charge.
Of Brock Lesnar.
The details surrounding the specifics of his arrest are unclear. Pretty much all we know The former fighter was involved in a shooting in San Jose around 3 p.m. on a couple days ago.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Near,
You got to get sleep, Michael, if you're a champion.
3 p.m.'s middle of the day.
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry.
And it
It's
was
great to be back.
so 3 p.m. near a local high school.
Right,
So-
but he didn't go there to... Was it a road rage incident?
One person was shot while another was arrested. Nothing further surrounding the circumstances of the situation have been released. I don't
But
know.
he's in prison.
I don't know if there's speculation out there. To be in a shooting near a high school exactly the time that high schools tend to get out
Oh, shit.
leads me to believe that high school is somehow involved.
Oh, no.
But
Maybe some like high school kid was talking shit to him on social media.
That's crazy. He wouldn't do that.
yeah, or maybe
Maybe
it was
somebody
some
beat
kid's,
up his kids or something.
or maybe it was some kid's dad, or maybe it's completely unrelated that it was 3 p.m. and it was a block from the local high school. Just based
The
on
other-
the very limited information.
The other guy had to have a gun, right? I mean, Kane Velasquez is going to beat up everybody hand to hand. If he's shooting you, it's because you are also armed.
That is,
I just don't believe
that's
Kane is like a gangbanging murderer.
You have some experience with him, right?
He's a very nice gentleman, but I don't know him that well. I met him like 4 or 5 times. One time we had a funny argument playing around with each other. He started it, obviously. I barely know the guy, and I sit down to sign autographs for a Dethrone. Remember that clothing line?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. Those guys got me to race, so that was really cool. But we're sitting down at the booth of some trade show thing, and he goes, "Hey, you guys have like corks on your hats and shit, huh?" And I'm like, "What?" And I don't realize it, but he's talking shit on Australians. And he's like, for the flies. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, some people do that." And then he said something else about you guys don't listen to you, like just pointing out all the things that Australians do, but without saying that that's what he's going to start doing. And I'm like, "Wait, are you talking shit?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Well, you guys, always have sweaty backs." And he's like, "Oh yeah." And I remember going, "Oh shit, I've pissed off. I mean, I've said something racist to Kane Velasquez, and he doesn't think it's funny." Because you can say Australians do this, they fuck sheep or whatever, and because we've never been a minority. I don't. Am I a minority?
I would not consider you a minority.
Did we ever go through anything? Not you, us.
Maybe when they shipped you to the island in the first
But
place.
I thought we went there because we committed crimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of asking for it.
Yeah.
Well, but
I want to defend Australians, but if you didn't steal that bread, you wouldn't be here.
it all depends on whether or not the punishment fit the crime. If there was a bunch of people who were starving and they stole loaves of bread and they said, "Oh, one loaf of bread, that's 20 years hard labor," I think you could say,
I don't think you ever go back. I don't think anyone went to Australia and came back.
exactly. We're sending you down there and you're never going to see your family
Yeah.
again. I would say, yes, I stole the bread, but still, fuck you.
Right.
I think there might be some legitimate source of gripe for Australia against the UK, although I don't think so, but certainly not against American society.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Manscaped. How do you have hair? Anybody? I got hair. It's weird now that I'm 50. This hair on the top of my head is pretty thin. And then my back hair, like if I could get all the little blotches of hair where I know I didn't used to have, and I could take them and then put it right here, I feel like I'm almost even. So it's a battle for me. I just recently went on the road and I had a room to myself and I thought, you know what? I'm sick of this hair. And then, hey, Alakazam. Sorry, I don't do a lot of magic. And hey, Presto. I knew I'm saying it wrong. And I don't have any hair. You ever have butt hair that feels like it's getting tangled, or am I like getting away when you wipe or something? I can't deal with that. I don't have that. Manscaped does the job.
That's right. And there's so much more to Manscaped than just getting rid of those unsightly hairs. We're talking about the new Ultra Premium Collection, an all-in-one hygiene, skin, and hair bundle to upgrade your shower routine, including the cologne-infused Ultra Premium Body Wash with aloe vera and sea salt. Your skin will look good. It'll feel good. It'll smell good. My kid got into mine. I walked into my kid's bathroom and I was like, why does it smell like a man? I feel like I got alpha in my own hall bathroom this morning. I was like, there's a man who means business in my house and he's 10 years old, but that's the way these Manscaped products will make you feel and make you smell. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Ellis at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Ellis at manscaped.com. It's time to get wet and clean with your new Manscaped shower routine.
Hey everybody, Jason Ellis here talking about liquid death. It's water in a can, which means no plastic islands. We're not helping make plastic islands. It's not crap water either. If you do your research, you could use the Google thing. People that test water tested liquid death, and it was up there way above some of these other waters that are really expensive in certain supermarkets, claiming that they're smarter to drink. Liquid death is the real deal. Bubbles and flat, and now hints of flavor bubble water, which to me is, I've never been more excited about drinking.
And it's got to make you feel good that Liquid Death will donate 10% of profits from every can sold to kill plastic pollution where it stands.
It's the future of drinking water, everybody. If
Get-
you're not on, you just don't get it.
Get free shipping on all water and merch at liquiddeath.com/Ellis. That's liquiddeath.com/Ellis. Get with the program. Go grab some either at the website or at Whole Foods, 7-Eleven, Albertsons, Safeway, or Amazon.
Thanks, Liquid Death. But so I don't really have I'm not in the right pocket. But he was just fucking with me, and he acted like he was offended for a second just to scare the living shit out of me. And then when I acted scared, he started laughing. So he seemed like a nice guy and I also did a workout video for Dethrone, and he came down and helped me, like, took it upon himself to, he's like, what about you showing people that one? Like, you're good at boxing. And I was like, oh, okay. Thank you, Kane Velasquez. Very helpful to me. Always said hello. Didn't seem violent. That was the very calm. I mean, Shane Carwin is a really gentle, friendly guy. But if you box him, he's not.
Right.
So I feel like if you're in an actual real MMA fight with him, he's a very mean person. I'm not saying Shane's a murderer. I'm just saying that there's two sides to these guys.
Right.
And if you don't know them wholeheartedly, then I can't say for sure.
Right. Was Shane Carwin also a collegiate wrestler? Is that
Yep.
his? Okay. So like Kane Velasquez, we talk about fighters and we paint with a very broad brush. It's a very big difference between, I was getting in street fights all the time and then Customato found me and is like, there's a better way. That's a dangerous dude. A guy who fucking used to cut weight and eat porridge so that he could wrestle at, fucking stick his finger up some guy's butt on a mat, at 140
Easy
pounds.
to wrestle. It's not only about fingering people. Just for the wrestlers that are listening, I like it.
It's just a totally different mentality that those people are coming from. I'm sure there's there's street hoodlums with hearts of gold, and I'm sure there's fucking dangerous psychopath collegiate wrestlers.
I was going to say,
but I just have a total different impression of somebody who wrestled an NCAA wrestler for 3 years before it was like, you're not going to being a college wrestler doesn't set you up to be a professional wrestler. Although Kane Velasquez actually did do a bit of that. He went into MMA.
And he's a family man.
Yeah.
Like a dedicated father and husband.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would want to go to jail and not see his family.
The only other details I've read through 3 or 4 different versions of this same story now that I can add are that he was the only person arrested and that the person who was shot was transported to the hospital with what are described as non-life-threatening injuries.
He's okay. Okay, good.
For a guy who got
shot him in the leg.
Maybe, yeah.
You can still die if you get shot in the leg, though. I guess there's like bone spurs that can go into your bloodstream.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard.
Right.
Could hit an artery or something.
Something.
Maybe got shot in the hand or the ear.
I could take an ear shot. I don't like my ears.
If you had to pick a part of your body to be shot in.
As long as I don't go deaf, I would like an ear shot.
Yeah, if it was just some guy who, could shoot the wings off of a fly.
I would do that
far enough away. Pow,
for Jackass 5, I would pull my ear out and let somebody shoot a hole through it.
That's
Have they ever done that? It makes sense.
Johnny did stuff before Jackass in the Big Brother video.
Right.
Where he got shot with a vest on. That was some scary shit.
Yeah, he put on a bulletproof vest and got shot with like a 9mm or something. I think.
Yeah.
Like 6 foot away.
Yeah. I wonder if you hire a sharpshooter who's willing to do the job, you just have somebody, just like hold their ear out. Obviously not with your hand. Use them to hold your
Some
ear
sort
out.
of clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that's probably the best and least painful and least disfiguring way to get shot. Maybe
A hole in your ear from a gunshot would be cool.
Yeah, you just go to Hot Topic and put one of those stinky plugs in
See,
there.
now you're making me not want to do it.
But like, I mean, if
somehow I get shot in the ear, I have to go to Hot Topic, I've failed.
You get shot in the ear and then you go to the Saddle Ranch and everyone just thinks you were in Papa Roach.
Not worth it.
But if that guy fucks up, the margin of error is
Into your brain's bad.
you are
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you hold your hand out, like if the guy misses, he'd have to really miss by a lot to hit you somewhere vital. But getting shot in the hand is probably no picnic.
Yeah.
What about if they put like you hold your finger out like webbed fingers and they put like crazy prizes on all the spaces in between your fingers?
Yeah.
So sharpshooter guy, like if you go between my middle and ring finger, Jeff Tremaine's going to give you $1 million.
Ooh,
So you
I
have
would do
every
that.
incentive to not shoot my hand.
I would do it. This fingers, 2 of these are fucked. I don't need them. They barely do anything. And then maybe I could get robot ones or like a robot glove and have superpower strength and like crush things.
That'd be sick.
I don't really know what I would crush, but I don't know. Rubik's Cubes? Nah, something better.
They've got it coming.
Right? I don't like them.
I hate Rubik's Cubes.
Me too.
They make me angry.
They fucking frustrate the shit out of me. And yeah, it's because I'm stupid. Fuck you guys.
I don't think I'm a stupid person, and you could stick me in solitary confinement and go, the door's right over there. Just solve this Rubik's Cube, and I will die in jail.
Yeah. I'll start doing push-ups just to get jacked for prison life because that's what's happening.
I actually tried to watch YouTube videos on how to solve Rubik's Cubes
Yeah.
fast.
Do we have a loser button? We don't, do we?
I don't know why I thought that would be impressive. Because I think most people think I'm super stupid. But if I pulled out a Rubik's Cube and solved it
You
in
ever
5
thought of
minutes.
getting a t-shirt that says that? Like a big S on it?
Yeah.
Super stupid.
But like if I pulled out a Rubik's Cube and solved it instantly, they'd be like, he might not be as stupid as I thought.
This moron found YouTube.
Turns out the YouTube video that explains how to solve a Rubik's Cube really fast made me feel even dumber.
Yeah, of course it did.
They're like, well, you have to solve this quadrant in the cohesive sign of what? That feels like the better strategy is just to fucking wing it.
Yeah,
Help
dude.
me.
I got some regrets. Never solving a Rubik's Cube is not one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right? I know. I never go, wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, go, fuck, Rubik! How can I figure you out?
I don't know why I was like sitting at home one day years ago,
That's
just
the
sad and
problem.
lonely by myself, and I'm like, well, I bet if I solved a Rubik's Cube at a party, I'd get laid.
Oh! Incorrect. Oh, man.
My penis is super dope.
They should make YouTube videos that say that they're telling you how to solve a Rubik's Cube, but actually they trick you in 15 seconds and they just teach you how to do sit-ups and push-ups. Because if you're really trying to get laid,
It's a better move.
yeah.
Yeah. To be slightly attractive
Yeah.
versus I can solve a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
You bring that to a party. I don't give a fuck what you do with it.
Or if it's your first time doing it, and then you crumble under the pressure, and people are just watching you struggle for like 15 minutes. And like,
Nobody's gonna be
Nobody's
watching
watching
you.
for 15 minutes, dude. Yeah, you got about 3 seconds. Even the guy that can solve it,
I know.
I don't care.
and then
Dude,
you're just
only
in the
if-
The guys
kitchen.
that do it real fast,
Yeah.
I'm like, good for you. I'm leaving.
Maybe if when you solve it, that reveals that the thing was actually like a tiny little safe the entire time, and now you can crack it in half and there's blow inside.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought it
yeah.
was more like, what about if you solve it and then the gates of hell open?
Oh, like Hellraiser?
Yeah. That was I like
Pinhead's
that Rubik's
puzzle
Cube.
box.
But even that,
Yeah.
Yeah. Then a whole bunch of hooks come out and stab you.
How does
That's not a good prize.
How does
it makes
Pinhead,
up for it.
How does Pinhead fare if he goes to just like a typical house party trying to get laid?
You can fuck anybody he wants.
You think so?
Fuck yeah. Who doesn't fuck Hellraiser?
As long as there's not a bunch of nails sticking out the head of his dick, I think he's in good
I
shape.
don't think there are.
Nah, it's just his head.
Yeah, his clothes are on normal.
Yeah. It's not, he doesn't have, And he's a smooth talker.
Tough guy to smooch.
Yes, and no.
Well, how do you figure?
I mean, he's got cool catchphrases if you're looking to be intimidated by someone who can take you to hell in the most stylish way possible.
Yeah, but
I don't
you could
know.
say like, I'm gonna murder that pussy, but he could say, your pussy's gonna see hell and
Right, yeah.
I'm
Your
gonna-
orgasms will be legendary even in hell.
even in
Eh.
my pussy eating is legendary in hell. What about
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
I
just
mean,
know,
your suffering will be legendary even in hell is one of the most gangster lines ever.
It is.
Yeah.
So if he can translate that
Which he can,
level
obviously.
if he can translate that over to romance.
As long as he doesn't bring that weird little stubby pig man that he has with him,
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that-
that fat Cenobite.
that's a bad look.
Yeah, that guy's a cock blocker for
He
sure.
really is, right? Like
Yeah.
he could be smooth talking about murdering pussies and putting them in hell, and then
Yeah.
he's right. Pigman's right next to him. I'm gonna watch. It's like, oh man, that's not gonna work.
I think that guy's name was actually Butterball.
Yeah, okay.
I think that was what they named that Cenobite in the Hellraiser movies.
I don't
So
know.
yeah, nobody's
he was a
fucking you.
kid in the end. Remember when they reversed the box? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that
He's
was
a
in
child. That guy.
3, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Poor kid.
Man, we should do one of the Hellraiser movies as a movie review
Right.
on Patreon.
Not the first one.
No, that one's kind of too good. So is the second one. After
Yes.
that, they get ridiculous.
They're all fun as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I just know that one time when I was a teenager, I drove cross country and we had it in our mind that we were from close enough to New York that we basically passed as New Yorkers in the middle of the country, and we were just going to go to some house party and just fucking slay in South Dakota.
Slay
And my friend got kicked in the nuts.
for trying to slay.
Yeah.
Wait, a girl kicked him?
We didn't find that. Yeah. We didn't find that.
Not a smooth talker.
He said to somebody sort of like, hey, we're going to Vegas. Do you want to come along and, like have like a quickie marriage? Or he just said some nonsense. And
Yeah.
she goes, I'm not marrying you because I don't love you.
Showed him.
That's the wrong party to be at if you're trying to get laid.
And she kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah.
The keg got stolen at Glock Point. At the end of the night, we pitched a
Glock point.
Glock Point.
You don't use gunpoint anymore. You've got the gun.
They specifically said it was a Glock.
Okay.
We got there and we said, we asked somebody in town where the party was, and they told us where the party was. And we went and knocked on the door and we said, somebody said there's a party here tonight. And they said, that is correct. And we said, well, we're just driving around. Can we pitch a tent in your front yard and come to your party? And they said, sure, right on, brother. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. And then we went to the gas station to get as clean as we could possibly get in a gas station bathroom, like cleaning our pits and trying to put some water in our hair.
Yeah.
And when we came back, everybody was freaking out that somebody just brought a Glock and stole the keg at Glock Point. And then they're all like, we're going to go get our Glocks.
What about another keg?
Eventually, that is what happened.
Right.
There were no shootings and there was beer. And then I remember the guy who actually owned the house in the morning. We hadn't seen him for a while. I think he was pretty bummed out by us by the end of the party. So I remember he had a big Confederate flag on the wall of his room.
Yeah.
His name was Jesse. And
Yeah.
we went to knock on his door to thank him for letting us sleep in his front yard.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah. And when we opened the door and he was jerking off.
Oh,
Ah.
oh man.
Man, to top it off, he's like, guns, everybody's an asshole. I'm just going to jerk it off and not think about it for a few seconds. And then, hey, remember the guys on the lawn? That's a cool penis.
Oh, yeah. Jesse 100% remembers every
Yeah.
detail of that day right now.
Yeah.
There were no winners at that party.
Especially Jesse.
And I don't think a Rubik's Cube would have helped. And I don't think Pinhead could have got laid there either.
Remember
Could've-
in the Swing House days when we did Rubik's Pube and we got a Rubik's Cube and glued a bunch of pubic hair to it? I tried to solve it while you electrocuted me.
Did I?
That
Wow.
100% happened. Yes.
And you didn't solve it?
Fuck no. I just got electrocuted and got pubes all over my hands.
But weren't they your own pubes? Because you were saving those for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably were my own.
You had a
pubes.
bag of pubes that
Yeah,
you
you
had
were-
with
you-
you for some time.
You were getting high in your own supply of
Yeah.
memory.
Your
so-
girlfriend
Yeah.
would be stoked on this little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every episode that comes out, I get
The
deeper in the
pube
hole.
collector.
We won't tell her that you also smoked a pube of your own.
Oh, the Pubey Doobie.
Pubey Doobie, yeah.
Yeah.
No, she did not know about that until right now.
Have you ever thought about doing that in front of her as like some sort of aphrodisiac? Just get it.
If solving the Rubik's Cube in front of her doesn't finish
Yeah.
the job.
Light up a Pubey Doobie and get her all wet. Sorry, dude.
Hey, I have a question. And I probably already asked you this question before, and I apologize if I have, but You say that you are positive that you fart in your sleep a lot, right?
Yeah.
And you've also made it abundantly clear on a number of recent episodes of the show that you often can't judge the difference between a fart and a shit and therefore shart your pants. How come nobody ever shits their pants while they're sleeping? And I know maybe
It's a good question.
maybe you did go
For
to
his ass.
Maybe you did go to
Yeah.
sleep one time already feeling like you had bubble guts because you ate something weird and then you did. That's a different story. I'm just talking about garden variety. Oops, that was a wet fart right there. I've never met anybody who's older than 4 that shit their pants while they're asleep.
People black out and shit their pants.
That's different. That's
Yeah.
different. I'm talking about sober.
And I've oddly, of all of my butt misadventures, I've never shit my pants while sleeping, which is strange.
It is.
And I recently just
Doesn't make any sense.
nuked myself. So I started making.
Wait, this is you got another shit story.
It's not shit, but like I started making overnight oats because I'm trying to be healthier. And you just you don't cook the oatmeal, you just pour a liquid in there like milk or water or one of the milk substitutes, and you leave it in the fridge overnight, and then you eat it in the morning, and it's supposed to be super healthy, so I hear. So I ate one at a restaurant, and I'm like, this shit's really good. And my girlfriend was like, this is the easiest thing in the world to make. So I started making it. And I've sort of been feeling oat milk lately.
Yeah.
I think it kind of tastes like if you soaked oatmeal cookies in milk.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a free one. Get a little treat.
Yep.
And I made overnight oats with oat milk. Turns out, and it took me 3 days to figure this out, that is too much oat. And your fucking butt gets really pissed off. And I know for sure the second I fell asleep, it was like there was a drunk ska band practicing in my ass. Just trumpeting, not like
You know that while you were asleep, you woke up and you were like, man, I farted a lot unconscious last night.
it had to have because I was farting consciously all
Did
day.
you ever wake up from a fart that
Yes.
night?
No, not that night, but I have in the past.
You've woken up from the sound of your ass.
I woke up mid fart and then
Because
clenched
she
and
was in
stopped
bed
it.
next to you.
Uh-huh.
Katie, do I fart unconsciously?
You fart when you wake up in the morning. It's like how I know you're awake because you start farting.
It's like a little tugboat coming to life.
Do you ever just slap his ass for a snooze button and get 15 more minutes?
I usually just laugh at him or I say, really?
Man, this morning I got woken up to a cat trying to vomit on my face. Like I was asleep, dude, and I hear hoo, 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 and I'm like, what? And I come to still with my eyes closed, and I'm like, that sounds close as fuck. And I open my eye, and Gimli is right next to my head, going, and I'm like, dude, and I push him off the bed. He lands on the carpet and goes, whoa, and just shot like a dog turd worth of cat food out of his mouth. And I'm like, man, that was my head. That was gonna be my head at 6:30 in the morning. I would have been so bummed.
I wonder that because that's a conscious decision. Like cats can puke and like.
Nah, I can tell when it comes on to those guys, as soon as it starts coming on, they can't move. But they don't feel it. They don't think, get off the couch.
And puke somewhere where it's not going to make
I've
a mess.
seen my dog, he drinks too much water too fast, and he's just standing there, and he's like, "Argh!" And he's just as surprised as I am. he's like, oh, fuck, man, I didn't even mean that. I'm like, I saw that. You didn't mean that. Yeah. You're not that clued in.
I think everybody blasts off in their sleep, though. Because we were doing that thing.
I've heard Katie fart in her sleep.
I don't hear my.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't think. I've heard my wife do it, but it's very, very, very rare occasion. It's very uncommon, and she and I eat essentially the same stuff.
Well, I've slept through many earthquakes, so if I'm asleep, like the fart that woke me up was in the morning, so I think I was probably already starting to reboot.
Yeah,
but I mean, because we did that bit years ago when we all downloaded the sleep recorder thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just caught me blasting off all throughout the night.
Yeah.
I think your
It
issue
happens.
in regard to the oat thing is it's not that a lot of oat is just too much for any man to conceivably handle. I think it's that your diet is so poor that every now and again you try some radical gesture and there's a bunch of like 15-year-old farts that are like, we're free, run for it, run
you
for it.
still eat Reese's Pieces and shit, right?
Yeah, I think if you got over the hump and just ate like fiber, like a normal adult amount on a daily basis and fresh greens and shit like that, it would even out.
I have gradually been getting better. I've been phasing out Reese's Pieces. It's Girl Scout cookie season, so I fell into that trap a little bit, but it's a lot of salads, egg white omelets with veggies and stuff. I'm putting the effort in, but I have my cheat days. I did Google it. I was like, does oat milk make you fart? And there were a lot of forums that went into great detail about all the farting from it. Let me see if I can find something.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think so either. I think it's if people don't eat healthy food and then all of a sudden they hear that oat milk is the cool, like there's a chain of like Blue Bottle, it's like fancy coffee shops. They've made oat milk is now their default. Like they assume that you want oat milk unless you tell them otherwise. It's the trendy, hot libtard milk du jour. And I think a lot of people try it and they go, shit, this tastes like fucking, I just had golden grams in this. This is healthy. I'll eat that. And if you eat a bunch of shit and then all of a sudden you introduce a bunch of oat into your diet that didn't used to be there, yeah, that's going to make those people fart. I don't think in general it's something that human beings can't fucking handle.
I say fart on.
Yeah.
If you have food that is good for you and it makes you fart, fucking fart.
Farting's fun.
Yeah.
These were not fun farts.
Sometimes you got a combustion engine in there and it's brewing energy. You know, it's like figuring out how to use all the fuel in there and you got to get the excess out.
Yeah, toot toot.
Yeah,
These
locomotive
were
shit.
Chugga. These were
You're like a train. You're like a farting train.
It was chemical warfare.
Oh, it stunk?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I was like, there was like Vladimir Putin hiding in my fucking ass. It was brutal.
Oh, way to stay relevant.
It was,
wow.
My ass was committing war crimes. But the Google
Vladimir
says...
Putin over here.
Oh, man. Yes, oat milk can cause gas due to an upset stomach. This is due to the breakdown of fiber and sugar present in the oat milk. Oat milk is carried via the large intestine. When oat milk does not break down easily, it results in burping, gas, stomach pain, and flatulence. And I got that to like the millionth degree. It was very, very, very bad. And then I switched to almond milk. No farting.
Yeah. It was the fiber. It was the all of a sudden your buddy was getting fiber. Didn't know what to do with it.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Glad you lived to tell the tale. Matthew McConaughey says that is not a transplant.
What's not?
His hair?
Okay. He might have just got onto the Propecia or whatever it is.
Here's my
I mean, I never saw him bald.
It was getting to the point where you shaved your head, I would say. For sure.
Okay.
My rule of thumb with these guys is they do
Jude was going bald.
Yeah.
And he seemed to have held onto whatever was left.
That's what it is. You can keep what you have.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what he did.
I think his hairline is perhaps a little bit more forward than it used to be.
It does look thicker.
The slick back always fucks you up.
Yeah.
As a guy with
got
thin
a lot
hair.
of stuff in it to make it slick back. But yeah, he is a little thin. And it does seem like now he is less. But goddamn, I don't give a shit.
The guys who keep it, I think, are, and that's why there's so many of them.
Wait a minute, he was bolder. That shows him receding in 2020 and 2019. He had more hair?
No, in 2000.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Man, he looked good for a 19-year age difference in those pictures.
He looks great. He's a great looking guy. I don't know what he did, but good for him.
A doctor claimed to have restored his hair via transplant, and I think...
Who does that? What kind of doctor does that?
I know, right?
It's McConaughey. You know, he paid for the service.
And half of what I'm paying for is for you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I hope he gets sued.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
These sorts of concerns could soon be a thing of the past if stem cell technology
fulfills
its promise to be a cure for baldness. Researchers say they got dormant hair follicles to start growing hair again.
Yeah.
Regrown.
Might get that. I don't think it's possible for me. I think I'm too far gone.
Oh God.
I think you got to be like kind of bald to get it. If you're super bald, they can't do it.
But they're saying dormant hair follicles are now producing hair again.
No, I get that, but I'm not a scientist. I'm more of a car mechanic by trade. But I think
Obviously.
I could easily speculate that you'd have better chance of restarting a hair follicle that quit a year ago than
Yeah.
one that quit 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That seems like it would follow.
Man, I would love.
If they work that mojo on your dormant hair follicles, what would be the first style you grow?
Wow. Be so cool. Probably just like a shaved head.
You just shave your head?
I mean, I just have stubble.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
buzz cut.
Channing Tatum-y.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Is that what he's got?
I love how, I think his hair's a little longer now, but he has in the past. I love how he's in a new movie called Dog, and it's like a picture of him and a dog on the poster, but it kind of looks like he could be the dog.
Is he the dog in it?
No,
it's not
I
a
think,
talking
I'm
dog
pretty
movie, is
sure
it?
the dog is the dog, but
Okay,
he's like
good.
one of the most doggy humans ever.
Is he talking to the dog?
We did play a dog man in that Jupiter Ascending movie,
Oh,
right?
God. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch
you
anybody
should.
who's a dog. I don't
You
like
should.
people.
I would rather
being
do
dogs.
a Rubik's Cube.
It's a steaming turd of a movie. You'll laugh the whole way.
I watched a movie with him in it with. Fuck. It's a new movie with. Who's that handsome guy everyone says is handsome? Ryan Reynolds, is it?
He's a handsome guy.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's in a video game world. He's a video game person.
Oh,
that
Free
comes to
Guy.
life. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and Channing Tatum's in that.
Is he?
Yeah,
I've seen it a couple times. I don't remember him. I
He's
believe
like
you.
the villain. He pops in a couple times.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you didn't recognize him?
I forgot. It's been a while.
Does some dance moves and shit at one point. I'm
Right.
like, that's Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked great.
He always does.
They all looked great. I like that movie, kind of, and then it started to suck. It was a good idea, and then the end was just like, oh man, you guys got tired of your own movie. It seems you just feel like, oh fuck it, that's the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was okay when they have like.
I didn't see Dude.
Oh, really? At the end, they
It's
have
called Dude.
the half finished because they're relaunching the game, and so all of the characters that are in it who've now become aware that their characters in games are also aware that they're gonna go away
Yeah.
when they reboot and relaunch it.
Yeah.
And one of the prototype characters for the relaunched game is the Ryan Reynolds character as a huge muscle-bound shirtless
Wait,
dude.
that's the movie we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's like the big change in the third act is that there's a big muscle-bound, very, very, very stupid Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
Called-
It's funny.
called Dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No,
Okay. I'm back.
I enjoyed Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of hair, Kevin, if you want to pull this up, do you ever see like the babies that have the crazy hair? Typically, it's like an Asian baby thing,
No, you got to go a little more in the explanation. Crazy hair. What are you talking about?
hair that sticks straight up.
Mhm.
It's not uncommon in the Asian community for babies to be born with hair that just, the longer you grow it, it just keeps on going straight up. It's like so thin and wispy that it seemingly just can't be bothered to even obey gravity.
Yeah.
But now there is a 16-month-old in Georgia by the name of Locke Samples.
He's getting picked on.
Sounds like a character from Free Guy.
Probably good at a Rubik's Cube. Cool. Looks like Malice.
Like Guy Fieri.
That's a cool haircut.
And
No hairspray.
no,
That's how it is.
And the difference is the Asian baby thing always goes away. This is anybody's guess.
It might be forever.
Locke might have that hair for life. Yeah.
He looks badass.
He should do stand up.
Yeah. He was born to rule.
It's like Yahoo Serious.
A pathologist confirmed he is one of about 100 known cases of uncombable hair syndrome.
Awesome.
Wow. They gave up halfway through that name.
There's only like 100 people who have it. They don't really have a.
There's no Latin terms for. I mean, it just looks like like a Buckingham Palace guard sort of thing.
I would like it.
Would you rather be bald or have that guy's hair?
That guy's hair. I would look badass with that haircut.
It's like a little Habib hat.
I'd
Oh,
be so
yeah.
pumped.
He's like a human pom-pom.
I mean, when he gets wet, it goes down.
I would imagine.
You can put gel in it and slick it back
Yeah,
for
he
show.
could probably look like McConaughey on a
Right.
sideline of a Lakers game.
Yeah, I back it. He looks awesome.
And one other
It's
hair-oriented.
a magical child.
It really is.
Yeah, good for him.
One other slightly hair-oriented story. Some concerned parents in the United Kingdom are wondering if a mom is fit to raise her children all because of her fake eyebrows.
She looks like a
Oh
juggalo.
my God. She's got to be a juggalo.
Yeah, she's haggy to poop.
She has got to be.
I do not
Wait,
believe
did she get
she's-
black tattoo around her lips?
No,
It's
that
at least
looks
drawn on.
Yeah, it's lip liner.
Well, so are the eyebrows real? Or are
No.
they just drawn on?
They're drawn on. And I don't think she's down with the clown.
Why-
That's odd.
they're so thick.
Yeah, why do that?
I mean, that is sort of the trend. Like,
Is it?
well, not to this extreme, but like all the girls in LA now look like Eugene Levy.
Who's Eugene Levy?
He's the actor from American Pie and what's the big
Oh.
series everybody watches?
Schitt's
Creek.
Schitt's Creek with
Yeah.
the massive, massive eyebrows. That's what every girl in they all look like Kramer. All the women in LA look like Kramer.
No, they
so
don't.
this chick is probably like, oh, everybody likes big eyebrows. Everybody's gonna want to fuck me now.
She started using liquid liner to make her eyebrows bigger 1 year ago. And she says, I'm not a massive fan of beauty standards today, which is fairly obvious. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And at one point she said, what if I just got the biggest eyebrows in all of Britain? She says, the bigger the brow, the bigger the boy. So she says she gets dudes with fat dicks because of her fat brows.
So she's single.
She is a single mother of two.
Right.
And some people are saying that maybe she should be reported to protective services because can a juggalo mom raise two children?
Yeah, that's insane. You can't
Yeah.
take her babies.
Yeah, she's got to be. It's more like she drinks and beats the kids. Then we're worried. But if she says big eyebrows, is that really? If she's, can you be a good mum with big eyebrows? I believe you can. I mean, is there a chance that she's super off and not raising them correctly? I don't know. Like, is she raising them to be racist or bigoted? Because I'd be more concerned about that than her fucking eyebrows.
Her baby has perfectly normal eyebrows.
By the way, LGBTQ people, all the shit in the news, I love you guys. I know you're real. I respect you.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of old people just dribbling on. Just know I know you're real. Don't give up on who you are. Fuck everybody. Sorry, I had to say that. I feel like in the news it's just constant about shit in Florida or something about how they're just saying how bad we all are. We're all humans. And that's just like a bunch of hate from some old people, I mean, they believe that, some dude put one of each animal in a boat. Come on. You're real. He's not.
And they'll be dead soon.
Yeah, but they've got kids, so it's just forever. Forever, you just don't worry about it. Everyone's going to come with it. They're going to say it. They're going to be negative. You've got to be who you are. It's more important to be who you really are than to be popular or, even if it's unfortunate and you get picked on and you feel like you're not going to get a break. That's who you are. Don't give up on that. Thank you. There you go. All right. I think we've done a show. It's been great.
Yeah, Patreon.com/Ellis, mate.
Yeah, you should check it out. There's a lot of content on there. It's very fun. And everybody loves it. And you can be live and you can text us and we can call you and we can zoom in and be your friends.
Yeah, we'll fix your car.
Yeah, free car advice.
Yeah, speaking of feel free, check out Botanic Tonic Feel Free. Use code Ellis40 for 40% off.
Damn.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I know, it's a good deal. Don't die.
Bing, boing, poing, 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 poing.
If you want more Jason Ellis Show, sign up for their Patreon at patreon.com/EllisMate for a 2-hour show every Tuesday and Wednesday. To watch full episodes of The Jason Ellis Show, subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/The Jason Ellis Show. And don't forget to follow the crew on Instagram at Wolfmate, at Tullywood, at Kevin Kraft, at Underwear Wolf, and at The Jason Ellis Show.